And everyone's favorite yearly Call of Duty video, the map callouts is back. We're going to be going over the maps that we played in S&D tournaments, what we've played in scrims, and the maps that will probably be in the CDL and ranked play when it drops in December. So it's going to be Skyline, Regrind, Protocol, Red Card, and Vault. This is back heli. This is back steps, trees. We call this area like grill, just like this whole area is grill. This is trash because there's a trash can right there, and trash steps. This is top P2 because again, hard point, we just call it P2. So this is P2. This is elevator. If you go down here, we will call this rat. We'll call this right here couches. Piano, because a lot of people will hit this hop up into the hill. Piano steps. This is hallway. This is front P2, like these front doors right here. And you just want to keep running down. This is just hall. This is top plat. You go over here, you just call it plat steps or steps, because like, you kind of know like when, if you're playing hardpoint or search and destroy, for example, you know exactly what to call it at the certain times in the game or certain rotations. This is like, we call this drop because a lot of people will come back here. It's a little secret spot. Drop. Showers or shower, tub, closet, bed. Let's go over towards bar. We can call that creddy because if you're sitting back there, you're being a creddy. We call this hedges, even though there's not really hedges, but for some reason we just call this hedges. We call this area bar, bar pillar, fireplace. This is the actual bar, table. If you come down here, you're going to call this gym. This is jacuzzi. Of course, that's the pool. And that should be it for Skyline. It's time to go over rewind. This map's pretty big, so let's get into it. This is barber. This is back barber. We call this alley right here. In here is yellow, or you can call it radio. This is graffiti, because there's a lot of graffiti over here. Cop car. This is where the P2 hardpoint is over here. Green crate. In here, my team calls this dubs. And then we call this door by P1 single. This hole right here is going to be H1 because it's closer to P1. This whole area is blue in here, or you can call it laundry. Then we call this door H2. So, or this is H2, this is H1, laundry door or blue door. You go over here, this is hedges, burger, kitchen. That's the milk truck. We call this square. If people are like over here, we call this like sign corner or out of the map spot, because like there's a sign there, so be like, yo, we sign corner, because you can hit this, then you can just dive in and you made it through the little outer part. We call this back area candy because there's some candy, so this is a golden bamboo, but my teammates want to call it candy, so we call this candy. So the candy's going everywhere, so we call this candy. This is the P4 hardpoint, so we just call this room P4. This is pillars because there's just a lot of pillars when you just run up here. In here is office. Nice little office and everything. This is court. 18 because 18 wheeler. We call that God spot or God truck because this spot is insane. If you're just back here and people are trying to push you on the P4 hardpoint, you were getting so many free kills because you just look through this and you're just on a head glitch and it's very overpowered. We call this rails right here, which leads into office and also leads into P4. That's fork for the forklift. Come over here. We call this one trash and these one scraps because there's like metal rusted scraps of like just different stuff. So we call it scraps. Truck, RV. This is gens. In here we call this zig. Right here is glass. We can call this mannequins if you want to be a little more descriptive of what where they are on the P1 or where they're near, because the bomb site's also here as well in search and destroy. So we call this mannies or mannequins. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this map. And now we are on protocol and there's a lot to go over, so let's do this. So we call this is like this grandmas, bottom grandmas, top grandmas, bed. This is drop because you can rope up to top grandmas right there. This side we're gonna call e-box. This side is called radio or comms. This is where the P4 hardpoint is. So this is circle or spiral, whichever one you prefer. Come out here and it leads you to tools. These are tools. There are tools right here. That or tools door. This is where the hard point is, P3. So we call this this area P3. And this building is, the whole building is called ammo. So this is top ammo, or they could be bottom ammo. Ammo rope. You come back here. This is tool steps. And then we call this whole area no man's. We just call it no man's, this whole area. But that's boat, if you're there at the boat or at the rope. And coming all the way back here, this is just like missile, I guess you could say, because some people play this in Search and Destroy because the bomb site's over here, so we call it like missiles. Like, this is the B S&D bomb right here. This is heli. A lot of people play over here in this helicopter trying to get angles and stuff. So this is heli. This is heli steps. This is P1 because the P1 hardpoint is here. So we call that P1 gun, or just P1. And then mid gun. Now coming over here, this is tower, tower ladder, or red. In here is there's a lot of like torture stuff, but my teammates just end up calling it bike because there's a bike in here, so we just call it bike. Keep it nice and easy. Now over here, I don't even know what you want to call this. You can call this like castle. You can call this castle or broken. And I would call this the outskirts. Be like, yo, I'm hitting outskirts. I'm hitting outskirts. Because, like, bro, you're just so far out of the map if you play over here. This is where the P2 hardpoint is right here. And a lot of people play on these ledges right here to where, like, you can watch this outer, or you could, like, come and just peek middle like this. So we call this mid ledges, or ledge. Like, yo, he's on the ledge. He's on the ledge. And, like, when you're on the ledge, we talk about this. And this is also a pretty good spot too if you're like early on rotation or something. If you just crouch right here, they can't see when they run by. So if they run through tower or run through outer, they're just gonna walk right in front of you, get a kill. Just a cool little spot that you can use. Did I forget anything? What did I forget? We got everything. We got mid gun, we got ammo, we got heli. I think we covered all the important stuff. Oh, this one. This is called the barrel or barrel alley. We're calling this like, yo, barrel alley, because a lot of people will just be on these barrels right here and like be around here trying to spawn kill. So that's called the barrel alley. And here we go on vault. This is bottom art or art, and top art. This is statue because there's a big statue right here. This is the offensive spawn for search and destroy, or the hard point. This is for your like hard point spawn. So you just call it like back spawn. You'd call these like back plat areas. This is bottom P4. We just call this top P4. We call this white dump over here. We call this square because there's a square there. Lion. This is lobby. This side is open because like these pillars are open. You come over here, and this is closed because there's like, you know, a little wall, some stuff. This is a P3. The P3 hardpoint is from here to here. This is con, or short for connector. And then this is going to be palm. So palm 1, palm 2, palm 3, otherwise known as P1, P2, P3. So I just call it palms usually, so people don't get confused with like the hardpoint stuff. This is bottom ammo. Over here, top ammo. This area, just call it dirt. This back area, call it dirt. I call this oil. This is lights. We just call it lights. And this is money. Like, yo, they're going money to mid, or lights to hall. And this will be the top hall, hall steps, balcony, pool. These are trees, so we would start over here. This is tree 1, tree 2, tree 3, and this is elbow right here. Elbow, pool. This is where AS&D is, I believe. So A bomb. This is gold. We call this zig and zig doors. And let's go back towards the P2 area. We call this, for some reason you call it 18, but it's just a truck, so call it truck. This is P2, and this is a really good spot. If you could just like lay down here, they literally can't see you unless they like run up on you in the hill. And this is alley, or back alley right here. Alley square, because some people will try to like, you know, peek off this, just be annoying back here. So alley square. Did we forget anything? No, I think that should be pretty much everything on this map. Oh, we can call this tree, like P3 square, P3 tree, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of like all just the basic default callouts for this map. And last but not least for now is red card. If any more maps do get added, which they probably will throughout the year, I will be going over callouts for those as well, in ranked play or just in the Call of Duty League. So don't worry about that. I will go over all the maps. This whole area is just called garage. We call this area outer. Oh, he's outer, he's outer. And here is P3 bus. This is dub windows or phone, like phone windows, but you call this dub windows. This is steps. Go over here. This is top yellow, and here's top yellow. Excuse me. There's a ladder that leads to mid. You can drop down this. This whole area is office. This would be like red side office, yellow side office. Over here, this is where the fifth hard point is. Yeah, fifth hard point. So this area is P5. We call this short. This area rails right here. And then we call this long. We call this seats or VIP because these are nicer seats. Like, you know, the rich people sit here, and then the regular tickets, you know, they sit over there. I think this is where the B, S, and D bomb site is. This is bar. The bomb site is right here. So we just call it like a B bomb. Yeah, call that bar. And then these are their spawn doors. Like both of these doors are their spawn doors. You kind of just got to differentiate it. In here is what we call paper. This is L leading into paper. Then we're gonna go up here. This is top red. These are just bar doors over here as well because they kind of lead the middle. Map's just so big. These are also dub windows. Like you know what dub windows you're talking about, whether you're playing with your team, because like you're either on this side of the map with your team or you're on that side of the map for the P3 hard point. The P2 hard point's over here, so you know what windows you're always talking about. We call this back P2 because P2 is right there, and then we call arches. This is bricks over here. This is where P2. Call this goalie. Call that glizzy. Outer goal. Call this hut. Top stage. Low stage. This is globe. Globe steps. We call this hedge H2 because it's closer to the second hard point. We're trying to figure out a better call for these doors, but for now we're calling them T2 and T1 and then H1 for this hedge. That's like ambulance. And then we call these are the mid doors. These are mid doors. And this is just where P1 is right here. Eskies to garage if you need to be a little more specific. And you can also, I hope you guys know this, but you can actually like call this elevator, and yeah, it will take you up, but you need to like call it throughout the map. So like now that I called that elevator up to the top, I need to go back down if I want to use it again, and like you need to actually call the elevator. Then you wait, and then you wait, and then you wait. But it's actually pretty fast to use this elevator. Wait, what? There we go. It just wasn't working. It wasn't letting me call the elevator. But it's actually one of the best ways to just get up here quickly instead of having to run up all those steps. But yeah, this is our call out for this map, and this map's huge. So hopefully this call out video helps you and your squad. Make sure to send it in the group chat, send it to your team, and if there's any more maps to get added, like I said, I will be going over those maps as well. If you made it to the end, you are a real one. Thank you for watching, and as always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.